In the vibrant world of American academia, a monumental clash is brewing between the Trump administration and the perceived untouchable ivory towers of higher learning. It's a spectacle worthy of a Shakespearean drama with a cast of characters that ranges from beleaguered university presidents to determined government officials. And at the heart of it all is none other than President Donald J. Trump, the maestro orchestrating this symphony of chaos. Our story begins with the administration's audacious announcement to cut off more than $2.2 billion in funding to Harvard University. Yes, you heard that right, folks. Harvard, the bastion of liberal elitism, is being told to tighten its belt. The university, as expected, responded with litigation, claiming the funding freeze is unlawful and beyond the government's authority, to which the White House, with its usual flair, retorted that Harvard's gravy train of federal assistance has finally reached the last station. But don't think for a second that Harvard stands alone in this epic battle. The administration has cast its net wide, targeting other academic giants such as Columbia University, Cornell, Northwestern, Brown, and the University of Pennsylvania. Columbia, for instance, found itself in a sticky situation when the Trump administration decided to freeze $400 million in funding. This prompted the university to take swift action, expelling and suspending students who dared to protest in support of Palestinians. In what can only be described as a dramatic twist, Columbia even agreed to implement additional oversight over its Middle Eastern Studies Department and ban masks that conceal identities. Yet despite these concessions, acting President Claire Shipman bravely declared that Columbia would resist efforts that threatened its independence. One can almost hear the echoes of "Give me liberty or give me death" resonating through the hallowed halls of academia. Meanwhile, Cornell and Northwestern are also feeling the heat, with funding freezes looming over alleged civil rights violations. Northwestern in particular expressed grave concern, stating that these developments impact the critical research we perform every day. One might wonder, is the administration's crackdown really about civil rights violations, or is it a clever ploy to remind these institutions that taxpayer dollars should come with a side of accountability? Not to be outdone, Brown University faces its own funding freeze due to allegations of anti-Semitism. The University of Pennsylvania, in an ironic twist of fate, finds itself in the administration's crosshairs over its support for transgender student-athlete Lia Thomas. The message from the administration is clear. Ideological conformity may just be the price of federal support. The pièce de resistance, however, is Harvard's refusal to comply with the administration's demands, which include auditing viewpoints and eliminating diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Harvard University President Alan M. Garber, in an act of defiance, declared that these demands were unconstitutional and that the institution would not bow to direct governmental regulation of its intellectual conditions. Garber's stand is a beacon of resistance, or so Harvard would have us believe. In February, the Trump administration stood up the federal task force to combat anti-Semitism with a mission to eradicate bias on campuses. Their statement rings loud and clear. It is time for elite universities to take the problem seriously and commit to meaningful change if they wish to continue receiving taxpayer support. A rallying cry for some, a warning shot for others. As we bear witness to this unfolding drama, one can't help but marvel at the absurdity of it all. Elite universities, long deemed untouchable, are now grappling with the reality of a Trumpian reckoning. Is this a much-needed course correction or an overreach by the administration? Dear viewers, what do you think about this clash between President Trump and the academic elite? Is it time for universities to face the music, or is this a case of political overreach? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're pondering the fate of these prestigious institutions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more satirical takes on current events. Your likes and comments fuel our journey through the land of news and nonsense. Stay tuned for more as we continue to explore the delightful absurdities of our times with a wink and a nod.